Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. And welcome to Heart with Tessie. And that means it's Sunday. And every Sunday I come to you sharing with you my heart. Today, I'm answering your questions. In the past 3 weeks, I've had so many questions, and I thought I would answer a few of them today. The one question was, how do you stay motivated? And that's a good one. In a course of a day, there's a lot of work to be done. But how do you stay motivated? Not everybody has a YouTube channel where they're constantly thinking of ideas and thinking of things to do. So what motivates someone who doesn't feel very motivated? Well, let's see what motivates me. Sitting in my pantry, I've always loved taking nothing and turning it into something. I've always loved seeing things that have no use and trying to make a use for them. It's in my nature. And so coming in here and seeing what I've done in life and all of the hard work really motivates me, because I feel good after I'm done doing it. I feel good after I'm done cleaning. I feel good after I'm done canning. I feel good after I'm done working outside. Not every day we are always motivated. In fact, some days we feel quite dreary and blah. But that's okay. Those days we can relax, but we always get up the next day. And that is the key. The less you're motivated, the longer you keep unmotivated, the more unmotivated you're going to be. So while you give yourself a day here and there, if you continue to allow that to take over your life, the harder it will be to get out of it. Oh, what other questions were asked? Here's another one. Tessie, all of your videos, you're working. Work, work, work. What do you do for fun, my friend? What do you do for fun? Well, this answer might really surprise you. What do I do for fun? Well, take a look. Making videos is what I do for fun. Now, some of you would say, well, that doesn't seem much fun, but I love taking old photos and taking photographs of my life and turning it into little small movies, or what my subscribers call it, shows. I love taking the just humdrum of life and the not so exciting parts of life and turning it into something that is fun and turning it into something that is unique and exciting. I love taking the everyday life and turning into something so much more. I like meeting people. I like having friends. I like commenting all of you. I like YouTube. It's fun for me. Create little shows and add extras to them. In fact, many of you might not even realize, but at the end of every video, when I say a Homestead Tessie production, there is always something different at the end. I will put in a little frog or a little bunny rabbit. I will put in little ducks. Always something unique and something different, just for those who actually watched the whole video through. And a couple of you responded and saw what I do. Those are the things I like to do for fun. Everything you see on videos, I like to do for fun. While it's work, it's still enjoyable to me. The herbs. I think it's so much fun. Life is fun. Being with my grandchildren, being with my daughters and my son and my husband. That is what I find is so much fun. In 2007, I was faced with a life-threatening illness or life-threatening accident. Depends on how you want to look at it. I realized that life could be gone in a blink of an eye. And I will share with you my story. In 2007, I was faced with a life-threatening situation. I didn't have health insurance at the time, and slowly I was starting to feel worse and worse. I had signs and symptoms of something I didn't quite understand. To make a very long story short, I had a tumor that was growing in my uterus, and what happened was the tumor was getting larger and larger and larger. And one day, it tore the lining of my uterus, and I started hemorrhaging. At the time, we were going through some other things in our life, and I kept it from my husband. We didn't have health insurance. But after the third day, I was becoming extremely ill. I lost a good portion of my blood supply. I went to the hospital, and I was given strong steroids to stop the bleeding, but I wasn't strong enough to be operated on. So for 6 weeks, while I was on these strong steroids and trying to gain my strength, we sold everything we owned and moved into a small little homestead. I promised the Lord that if He would get me through this, I would change my life and change my world and change my perspective on things. Before that, I had a lot of pride in my life, and I realized that what you own and what you have doesn't matter. It's who you are that counts. So we sold everything that we owned. I got better, I was operated on, and my life resumed. I was given a second lease on life. For if I would have waited another day or two, I may not have been here to be able to share with you my life story. We all have a story to tell. We all have something to share with one another. And I've shared this in one of my very first videos, and I thought I would share it with you. So why do I have that childlike happiness on the little things in life? Why do I have that childlike happiness for little things that come in the mail that you make me, or a deal on some peppers that were 70% off, or a deal on some flour that was $1.50? Why do I share such happiness and such little things? Or the bandana on my head, or a shirt given to me by Kel, a subscriber. These things don't have much monetary value, but to me, they're worth everything in the world, because I see things in different eyes now. When your life is flashing before you, you see life different than what you did before. And if you don't, you're a very sad soul, because you are giving a second lease on life. Many of us are given a second lease on life. But what we do with that is what matters. So what do I enjoy in life? It's everything, my friends. Everything I enjoy in life. I enjoy the sun, the moon, the stars. I enjoy the breeze on a hot summer day. I enjoy commenting all of you and hearing what you have to say to me. I enjoy those who are not kind to me, that I'm able to share love back to them. I've come to a point in my life that everything I do, I enjoy. Am I always that happy-go-lucky? Not always. We're human. We have days where we have aches and pains, days where we don't feel like getting up in the morning and facing it. But if you continually live a life, a purpose, and positivity, those days aren't quite as dark as what they would be for some others. Listening to John Denver gives me great happiness. YouTube gives me great happiness. So I want to thank you, my subscriber, for asking me, what do I do for fun? This is fun for me. Even though it is the hardest thing I have ever had to do. Coming up with 10,000 subscribers has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And thankfully, by the kindness of people like Prepper Princess and of others' channels, you've helped me along the way. Learning about myself has been the hardest hardest thing I had to do. But through it all, it's fun. I don't look at myself anymore as a victim, but I look at myself as a victor in life. I don't look at myself at the circumstances of why me, but why not me? God gave me this life. It's the only life I will ever have. And it's up to me to use it the best that I can. God's given you a life. On my channel, I don't speak a lot about my faith, because that's not what I want to do, is push my faith on others. More, I want people to see me as being someone different and wondering and asking about my faith. We can sit until we're blue in the face and preach to people and tell people a way of living. It won't do any good. It only will harden their hearts more. But if we share with them in a personal way our life and the impact that God has had on our life, they are more equipped to see and to listen and to try to understand, and maybe, just maybe, to learn for themselves. So to be motivated is a daily thing. You wake up each morning and thank that good Lord that you have another breath to take. I've known a lot of people that watch my channel that have been through things that I cannot ever imagine. I know a lot of people on my channel have terminal pain, cancer, illness, and are facing death. But they get on every day and give me positive comments. Who am I to complain? Who am I to gripe about life? And who am I should not be motivated? So you, my friends, have motivated me, because I've seen that we all have someone, somewhere, that has it a lot worse than we do. And these are lessons that you taught me these last 2 years. To just have fun, Tessie. Enjoy life. And reap the lessons that others have given us. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.